All right. Welcome to GUFON, everybody. I am your host, Rich Giordano, and it is Friday, February 21, 2025. How is everybody? Good. Wake up. Ah, juicy fruit. We're back. We're going to do it tonight. We're going to talk about Jake Barber being an actor. He's an actor. Told you. Told you. What did I say? They only picked the people who could speak, who are personable, who are, happy-go-lucky type of people. And Danny Sheehan, the old lawyer, slipped up. Yep. He gave a little bit of insight as to where little Jakey Barber worked. Northrop Grumman. Yeah, we got the clip. Danny Sheehan can't keep a secret anymore. It might be time for the old lawyer to go away. Yeah. He's telling secrets. He's talking. He's telling us things we shouldn't know. But now we do. What a tangled web we weaved when you have lots of stuff to hide. You may deceive. Something like that. I'm glad. I think Jake Barber always wanted to be, because I guess what happened, and we're going to talk about it, but I guess he was seen in the music industry back in the 2010s. Like, I don't understand. I'm not saying he can't, but if he's flying secret sorties over to secret places to pick up secret things, I want this guy on full alert. I don't want him moonlighting as a wannabe rapper. Okay? Jake Barber. Who is that? Who's the comedian that does that? You understand, Chief? Who is that guy? He thinks he's funny, but he's not. And once in a while, he might hit a good joke, but people like him for some reason. Who's that guy? He did the night show on the weekends. What was that guy? Dan, dang it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's not ufology, right? So, nevertheless, we've got a bunch of stuff to show you. We might get hit with an asteroid. Our chances just went up by several percentage points over the last few days. Very scary. Apophis may be entering the keyhole. And if it enters the keyhole, we're going to have a big hole in Earth. That's right. Yeah, we got a lot of weird stuff. What the hell is going on? Hold on. There's some stuff that don't belong in the queue, and it's in the queue. Q. Ah, that's right. Juicy fruit. Ah, the non-human report. I hope we have an update from the Quantum Show, Nathan. And it is Friday, so you know what that means. You don't know what that means? All right. How the hell did I not play this last night? All of these clips. Well, we got a lot of stuff. Do a little roll call. Get the hell out of here. Get in and out tonight. What do you say? We get in, we get out, we're done. And we'll take a little longer look into that Chupacabra film about the Jacques Vallée and whether or not the government's using aliens as a psyop to hide angels and demons, the truth about those. Right after this. The roll call, everybody. Bob Perkins, what do you say? How do you be? Hold on. I had to hear. SL, welcome to the show. Metalhead, what do you say there, Chief? No, not Maxwell Smart. He did Monday Night Football 1 year. Oh, his name's right on the tip of my tongue. He's not Jonathan Stewart. Let me tell you something, Chachi. He always used to say Chachi. Remember that guy? Jeanette, the angel of GUFON. Welcome to the show. Sky Allen. Hey, welcome to the show. Marcel, how you doing, huh? All right. Good to see you. UFO 91, welcome to the show. Whoop, whoop. Leslie Peterson is here. Welcome to the show. Trying to think. Leslie P. I went to school. I think every school had a Leslie Peterson and a Jenny Smith. Tony, welcome to the show. David Wilcox, not Wilcock. All right. How you doing? Welcome to the show. Dark Hour, Space Paranormal's here. What do you say there, Hubert? Bernie Muro, what's up? Welcome to the show. All right. Brooke is, remember, huh? Yeah, welcome to the show. Derek Kennedy, welcome to the show. And, all right, if I didn't say your name, it doesn't mean I don't love you. It means we got a lot of show to do, and we can't keep doing intros every time somebody pops in. I mean, hellos, whatever. Ready? All right, let's get this shindig started. Shall we? On the night of March 10th, 1968, at 3:33 a.m., I was born, the spawn of Satan. When I came out of my mother's area, the doctor looked at me and said, "What is it?" My mother said, "That's my son." And then he turned me around and showed it to her, and everybody screamed, "What's wrong with him? What's that all around him?" My skin was coming off, and I changed colors. True story. For 2 weeks, my skin peeled and peeled, and I just found out about this story. And my mother would show me to their friends, and they'd go, "Oh, what's wrong with him? He's cute. What's wrong with him?" You know? But then, something happened. I came through. Why? I was 2 weeks late. Yeah, I was 9.5 weeks. I was supposed to be born on the 8th. They forced it on the 10th. I wouldn't come out. No, it's nice in there. It's cozy. But I had this thing that nobody knew, nobody's ever seen what it was, and I kept peeling it off of me as a newborn baby for 2 weeks. And then my mother said one day we were peeling the skin, whatever it was, and she said it was like dead skin, like you were sunburnt. And when we peel it off, we finally saw regular pink skin. And then you were a baby after 2 weeks. Gross! I just got goosebumps hearing my own story. My mother smoked a lot during all of her pregnancies, all 16 of them. No, there was only 30. And she said, "We didn't know. It was 1967. We didn't know. I smoke. I drank. I did. I drank. We drank all the time." So I came out, like burnt toast. And then you just keep doing this with the knife to get the crust off, the burnt stuff. And then eventually you'll get to this. I tell you that story because there's some things that are going on in this world that I need to know about. And they're still holding lies. My own family. What the hell's going on? Why did I have to go through that transformation? Skin peeling like a lizard? Like a lizard baby. Hey, there are some things I can do with my tongue that shouldn't be allowed in 48 states. And I may be a lizard. See? Yeah. Why do I have to drink out of a bottle now? Aftertaste. I don't think we're being told the truth. Anyway, I want to play parts of this video. Jacques Vallée. We'll continue with more horrific stories. The childbirth of Rich Giordano. Here we go.
Is Dr. Jacques Vallée. Vallée has been involved in ufology longer than I've been alive. In fact, he was featured as a character in the Steven Spielberg film Close Encounters of the Third Kind. And he wasn't the only one featured. Although an actor played Jacques Vallée in the film because of scheduling conflicts.
It's not Jack. It's Jacques Vallée. Hey, no, nobody wanted to play Jack, ass face. Give the guy respect, Jack.
His friend and fellow Rosicrucian, J. Allen Hynek, was featured in the film as a cameo.
Touch that beard.
Dr. J. Allen Hynek's origin with UFOs goes all the way back to 1952, where as an astronomer he served as the scientific advisor for Project Blue Book, a study of UFOs.
That mustache is a little bit close to the Hitler, maybe? No, it's on the way. It doesn't come all the way down to the sides. This guy is very precise in his stash.
Conducted by the U.S. Air Force from 1952 to 1969.
Well, he is German, by the way.
Jacques Vallée is just one of these people, right, that you come across his work and he's fascinating. So I thought it was strange that not only was he a person who was, pre-engineered ARPANET, right? He was on ARPANET, which is pre-internet. He was creating that at the same time as being obsessed with UFOs and doing, being a ufologist.
Another thing that was really fascinating about your book was you were talking about how much religion he studied.
Yes. That was really interesting. So in the book, what I do is I uncover not just him, but Allen Hynek. They were friends. And they were both Rosicrucians, which is a form of
Christianity?
He might not like me to say this, but it's a form of mystical Christianity in a sense.
Now, isn't that interesting? The Rosicrucians. What do we know about the Rosicrucians? Well, we know enough to know that the Georgia Guidestones, which have been destroyed, were funded and perhaps built by, I don't think they were built by Rosicrucians. I think the Rosicrucian paid a, what do you call those guys? Carvologists. They carve shit up and they maked it. That's it. I have a responsibility. I'm sorry. You're right. I should stay. Jurassic erase. Forget what I said. Maked is not a word for this situation. It's from watching videos all the time. I'm starting to talk like them. Who's them? Millennials. No. But they were the ones that built or paid for the Rosicrucian, paid for the Georgia Guidestone. And it was blowed up. That's it. I'm kidding. I said that on purpose. But they blew it up, and we got nobody held responsible for that desecration of the Rosicrucian crucifixion. It happened. And it's no longer. No longer will Earth be in perpetuity with 500 million people worldwide. That's all we need on this planet. Imagine how open the roads would be. Be amazing. But who's going to govern them? 500 million people? I don't think there's enough people out there that could, keep the infrastructures go. 500 million sounds like a lot. It's not. We've got about 340 million in the U.S. alone. Imagine another 150 million people. Since I've been alive, that's how many people have been born into the United States or became citizens of the United States. We don't know what that census looks like now. It could be 400 million for all we know. But whatever happened? No, they never built a new Georgia Guidestone, right? It was all the different languages and it was really pretty. It wasn't that great. But the Georgia Guidestones will be remembered as a message that will be forgotten in a time that shouldn't have happened, with an administration that'll answer for their crimes. You goddamn right. And we hope they get them, Doge! All right. I wanted to play something first, and I forgot again. I was supposed to start the show off a certain way. Greer says we mastered gravity. Did you hear this? Kennedy outs Fauci. We got a strange drone. Jake Barber, the actor. I told you he's dirty. Told you. I want to talk about the size of the Earth, too. I'm going to show you this picture in a minute. All right, where's my thing where I am supposed to play it first? Where is it? All right, somebody. I can't. Where is it? Is this it? Yeah, here it is. I think this is it. No, this isn't it, but this is good. No, we'll do that next. God, I don't know why everything's out of sorts. I had everything set up very nicely. But, All right, I don't know. I think this might be it. Yeah, I was going to play this. That's right. The reason I want to start off the show with something like this, I just, I want to let you guys know what's happening in the real world for a minute. Just for a minute. Real world stuff right here. Very bad week for Democrats, though. Yep, Mark Dice is going to tell us.
Things are getting so weird that HBO's John Oliver, their late night comedian, ironically made the case for Donald Trump doing a fantastic job during his first.
Yeah, just so you know, this is what Donald Trump's already accomplished. And John Oliver and the Democrats think this is all bad. I love it.
30 days. This move, which caused both Canada and Mexico within about 24 hours to cave, give President Trump exactly what he wants.
Change, change, change. It feels so good. Change, change, change like I knew it could. Just wanted to play that. That's all. I could play the rest of it, but it's not that kind of show. All right, back to ufology. All right. There's an object that in 2020, NASA's Stereo A spacecraft captured a massive structured floating object in space larger than Earth. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. I remember this because Third Phase of Moon did a little thing on this too. And during the lockdowns, we were able to enjoy this type of video that came in. Remember? Remember this? No answers. No answers at all. Nope. Nothing at all. Nope. Not an answer. What is it? Don't know. Don't know. It looks like one of the miniature golf courses I play on in my spare time when I'm crushing the competition hole after hole after hole. I just laugh. By the way, if you want to help support, you know what to do. All the links are in the show description. Super Chat, Super Sticker, PayPal, Cash App. Even become a member? Yeah, you can do that too. It's okay. Nobody's going to talk. I know. Make GUFON your dirty little secret, your guilty pleasure. Because I guarantee you already do. All right. The DOD won't declassify NHI. What? The Department of Energy document, it says, and it does, it discusses about how non-human intelligence sources are exempt from declassification. Why? Why? That's strange, but it's true. We got the document to prove it. I said we got the document to prove it. There it is. Yep. If it says it, it's true. Pretty scary stuff, right? DOE declassification guidance for derivative classifiers, DC, in DOE intelligence program information total 73 topics found in the classification UCNI guide for safeguards security information CG-SS-4, the Annex of Classification in UCNI Guide for Safeguards and Security Information, CG-SS-4A, and the DOE Classification Guide for Intelligence Information, CG-IN-1. The current National Security Information, NSI, intelligence topics consist of the following. 1 topic exempt from automatic declassification at 25 years because the release would impair the effectiveness of an intelligence method currently in use, available for use, or under development. 4 topics exempt from automatic declassification at 25 years because the release would reveal the identity of other IC agency human sources. 15 topics exempt from automatic declassification at 25 years because the release would reveal a relationship with an intelligence or security service of a foreign government, FG, or international organization, or a non-human intelligence source, or impair the effectiveness of an intelligence method currently in use, available for use, or in development, or reveal information that would cause serious harm to relations between the U.S. and an FG or service activities of the U.S. All right. You see it. I read it. Do you believe it? I said, do you believe it? Lou does. Lou believes everything as long as he has his cup of Bill in the morning. See, I don't say cup of Joe. He doesn't get that respect. He gets Bill. Bill's a nice guy. He's usually a William or a Will, but in this case, his cup of Bill. Use your imagination. All right, next up on the docket. Who's going down? Oh, I want to show you this. I don't think I showed this yesterday. Earlier in the week, biologist Ricardo Rangel kindly shared an incredible discovery involving a tridactyl specimen. And the specimen is named Antonio. He's a good one. He's in one of these good tridactyls. He wouldn't butt heads with upper management. You know what I mean? He's no Karen. During Dr. Zalchi's analysis, it was revealed that Antonio had cavity fillings and clear evidence of dental work. Isn't that cute? The little tridactyl. He had some dental repairs. Isn't that adorable? Isn't that something? Pretty cool, huh? We now have actual evidence that this being was in fact alive and is real. Is real? No. It's real. He had too much bubble gum or something. I don't. He was allergic to sugars. He was a diabetic and a Buddhist. He liked to take long walks on the pier. What else can you see in those teeth? Oh, look at that. There it is.
Revelaría odontología, dentistas.
Ain't that a bitch?
¿Por qué no, Antonio?
Play it again,
Antonio
Sam.
también. No se lavaba bien los dientes y tuvo necesidad de dentista.
Bueno, odontología ha habido desde hace milenios. En las civilizaciones clásicas sí hay registro de odontología.
Hold the phone. Hold the phone. How do we know that that is the camera in the tridactyl's head right now? How do we know that's not inside something else? See what I did there? Yeah, that's what I thought. I want to see him show his face. I want to see a newspaper in that mouth that shows the date and the guy doing it.
Odontología, dentistas.
Yeah. I think I heard him say Danny Bautista or something like that. The actor? What's this world coming to when tridactyls have cavities? All that advanced technology and they still got cavities? I wonder why he was only 2 foot tall. Yeah. Stupid. All right. Asteroids. I got them. I mean, in the news. Yeah, check this out.
The heading for us on planet Earth. Did you hear about this?
Yep.
Now, I guess by the numbers or the odds, we don't have to worry too much about it, but the odds of an asteroid hitting our planet actually are going up, okay? Astronomers say the possible threat, it could potentially obviously be devastating. You hear about this all the time. Anytime there's an asteroid around, defense preparations have been in the works for years about it. So they said, well, this could happen. NASA's updated the chances of this asteroid, which is called 2024 YR4, colliding with us on planet Earth. See the numbers there. 3.1%. I don't like that. That's a little high for me. I know, obviously, you could say, well, 97% chance it doesn't hit. But, it was 2.6% yesterday. So for whatever reason, it's going up, and then it was 2.2%. So the fact that the odds of getting hit by an asteroid are increasing is probably not the best news of the day.
I want you to listen to this ass face speak. And he talks like this. It's fake. Listen.
Asteroid could be heading for us on planet Earth. Did you hear about this? Now, I guess by the numbers or the odds, we don't have to worry too much about
Here
it.
it
But the
comes.
odds of an asteroid hitting
An
our
asteroid.
planet
Our planet.
actually are going up. Okay, astronomers say the possible threat, it could potentially obviously be devastating. You hear about this all the time. Anytime there's an asteroid around, defense preparations have been in the works for years about it. So they said, well, this could happen. NASA's updated the chances of this asteroid.
Now, this could happen. Guy's weird. Just showing you what they're telling us. That's all. Take a look at this. The United States Congress has been spending taxpayer resources on this nonsense for 7 years. We use psychic powers to summon alien space ghosts that, again, might be angels and demons. Wait, maybe UFOs are actually angels and or demons. The space ghosts are killing Earthlings. Well, actually, maybe UFOs are space ghosts, but, UFOs are probably aliens, but, well, UFOs are real. And there's the whistleblower. Yeah, he represents all the whistleblowers. Isn't that nice? Stephen Greenstreet throwing it down. Ah, juicy fruit. Doge. DOGE. You ready? Jake Barber. Jake Barber worked at Northrop Grumman. There's a private aerospace corporation that he was employed by. Danny Sheehan lets it slip that Jake Barber was previously employed by defense contractor Northrop Grumman when working UFO crash retrievals. No. That, that was his moonlighting was crash retrievals. His main job was a rapper. He was trying to be the next white rapper. Mentally comes out like that. Take a list from this show. I don't know the name. Maybe it'll pop up. Oh, that UFO podcast.
His activity of recovering this egg and these other things is inside some range. It's a privately owned area where there's a private aerospace corporation, Grumman, actually, aerospace corporation that he was employed by. You remember that Jake Barber is now saying that, and everybody's extraordinarily excited about this whole thing, that Jake Barber is in a private capacity, has assembled a team of people that he is going to be engaging psionics, reaching out telepathically to try to draw in some of these craft. But they're talking about...
And we know that's true. As we saw him with David Grush and who was the other guy? Yeah, at the Guru meeting for learning how to speak to aliens or something.
Apparently capturing them. Not just videoing them and not just showing, oh, here they are, they're coming and approaching. But I'm deeply concerned, so is the New Paradigm Institute, about potentially utilizing the capacity of psionics in mental telepathy to attract these craft and then engaging in some sort of aggressive hostile action toward them. Now, this is especially dangerous if it's being done by our U.S. military, but it's also dangerous if it's being done by some private aerospace corporation, for whom he's working.
All right, God, we get it. I don't know, man. I think Danny Sheehan's worn out his welcome mat. It's time for him to take a hike. But Jake Barber could be an actor. People are asking me, where'd you get those pictures from? Well, I got them on Red Panda Koala. I don't know. I don't know the entire story. Let's get that out in the open. I don't know. I don't think these are photoshopped. That looks like Cheeky Barber to me. Isn't that the guy who was in the porno movies? What was his name? Who's that? Is that, what's his name from Motley Crue? Kinda, right? Yeah, there's an AI image of Jake the Snake Barber. That's who he's gonna be. Jake the Snake. What are they saying here? Whoa, don't play that. Let's see. It says, chillin' with Coolio? I can't play the music. Oh, CeeLo after Grammys. February 2014. I need to know whose shoes you think are cooler, or mine or CeeLo's. I think my daughter has the exact same pair. Oh, that's cute. I had a feeling they would have the music on in the background. That's how they keep you from playing it on YouTube. He's not saying anything. Okay, so that's it. Got it. Got it. I guess it's real. Huh? So it makes you wonder. Now, I bring this up because he was crying on the interview, which Greer does a lot. Greer's a good crier. He's a good crier. You know who's good criers? Actors. That aren't women. Men actors. All right, we'll say women too. But it's true. Not a lot of men will cry. But he had to sell it. And sold it, he did. A lot of people bought into that story at first. I thought it sounded good. As good as any I've heard. You know? With the video evidence we thought was his, turns out it wasn't. That video could be from any balloon being captured or blown up in one of those harnesses. There's no way Jake Barber interacted with anything. I believe the entire thing, knowing now that the video wasn't even his, wasn't from his experience, had nothing to do with him, knowing that he wanted to be in some sort of show business way, type of in the people's eye, going back to David Fravor, who was also very emotional in an interview, didn't cry, but seemed to be in deep thought a few times. However, same thing with Fravor. He was on a TV show just months after the Nimitz incident happened. Remember going over all that? Yep. They had Discovery Channel. They followed around whoever he was at the time, whatever role he played. And they followed him around for 5 days and made a little documentary. And he was in front of the camera. Who else would you pick to be a whistleblower in the government? You would pick somebody who's been in front of the camera. Who's been in front of the camera before? Anybody ever act? Fravor, you ever act? No, well, I was in a school play once. And what else? You can say it. Discovery Channel chief. Right. Now, everybody else leave the room. So they get him together with, we got a project for you, Frave. Can I call you Frave? Sure, why not? Frave, I make movies. I want you to be the new star of The Whistleblower. Why you look confused? Don't you want to make a mark on society, leave your name history, and get paid at the same time? We need you to act like you did back in... Can you act? Yeah. Can you act for a cool mill? Yeah. Ha! All right. We got ourselves and the guy who can do the whistle. Can you remember lines? And oh, yeah, I got a good memory. Okay, good memory. Good job. Good guy. Good. Let's go. And they got him. Jakey B. Jakey. I don't know if you know who I am, but I spoke with your boy Frave. And he told me you've had some action in the La La Land, if you know what I mean. No, I don't. I don't know what you mean. L.A., you were in the music scene, right? You want to be an actor? Yeah. Hey, you're the guy I need. You're the guy I want for Whistleblower 2. Huh? You're going to be a new whistleblower actor. Are you in for a cool mill? We'll get you in. We'll get you. Yeah, he said yes. Okay. And I guess it's only about money with you, isn't it? All right. Yep. Let's pay him. Now, can you remember lines? Good. That's what's going on. They find the government's got their film guy. They go to their film guy. The film guy talks to them. They make him an offer. They know they won't refuse because most of these guys are underpaid, undercared for, and underloved. I don't know what I was going to say there. So they get him in. Jake Barber now is memorizing the script. You mean I got to cry? You want me to cry? Yeah, you got to sell it, Chief. Elizondo almost cried. You can do it. $2 million, I'll do it. $2 million, I can cry. You won't cry for $1 million? $2 million, I'll cry. Can we do $2 million? Prove it. Oh, you're already crying. Give him a... He can do it. He's a pussy. No, I'm joking. He's a good actor. Good actor. Way to go, fake. Jake. Way to go. Way to sell out your country. Good job. Huh? Nothing. It's treason. It is. It's treason. What Jake did. What Jake did? What Jake did is treason. If he's telling the truth, it's treason. But he went to dops her. Treason. Do you know why he's not in jail? Do you know why David Fravor's not in jail for treason? Because they're not telling the truth. They're lying. And the government's okay with lying. Trust me. They're good at it. And they're not good, but, they do it. Let's just put it that way. All the time. We've seen it the last 4 years. Plus. So, we know they lie. They do it on the regular. And they get paid to do it. We will never know anything real. That's the sad thing about this whole disclosure movement. People think, and even I feel a move. I feel something. But all it is, it's false hope. It's false hope. And I fall for it every time. And I'll keep falling for it because I want to believe. Just like people who have faith in God. They know he's there. They feel he's there. They can da-da-da-da-da-da, always in my heart, right? That's how I feel about getting the truth someday. I feel like the next big story could be it. And I'm hopeful. That's what I am. I'm hopeful. But I don't have faith. Because for 21 years, all I've seen was lies. All I've heard was disclosures going to happen. Soon. Soon. It's 21 years later, Jack. Where is it? Why isn't it here? Oh, we're ready. No, we're not even close to ready. Nobody's ready for it. You have no idea what you're talking about. I want to show you this video. This is really cool. This is really cool. I have recorded something like this in the past, but not this close. This, to me, I'll tell you what you're going to see. You're going to see this object that they're calling a drone, right? And it's going to flash on and off, but you're not going to see it when it doesn't flash, and you're going to think it's invisible. I think it's just slightly out of focus and far enough away that when the light is off, you can't see the object. Just like I do with my drone, you can't see it if the lights aren't on. It's too far away. I believe we have the perfect background for a gray drone in a gray background with a bright light, and you can see it's out of focus when the light comes on. But what is it? It's weird no matter what. You see, you can see it. Okay, I didn't notice this on the cell phone. You can actually see the craft. Okay, well, that's interesting.
No, it's like a freestanding
It looks like it's going away and coming back.
It's like taking flash pictures. There's an airplane about to go over it.
No. If that's a drone, like a regular drone. Whoa, green light. What was that? That was interesting. Yeah, there it is. Why did it go green there? It must have been something. See? Oh, that is so bizarre. Never again. They don't mention it. Northrop Grumman.
That is so weird. It's like in the cloud.
I'm gonna be pissed if the video just ends with no resolution, like it took off or something. That is freaking bizarre to me. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, see, that makes me angry. Where's the rest of the video? There isn't one. Ah, dang, Jan. Let me see if there's anything added. Nothing added. That makes me sad. Alex Jones has 1.8 million people. I have 4. Well, what does that mean? Wow, terrible. But I am sure this is weird because I think Jake Barber and David Fravor, because they've been in some sort of limelight maybe or acting scenarios, they were used for this imaginary story, the everything. We still have no video. We still have no video of a Tic Tac. Nope. Anyway, Greer explains that we mastered gravity control in the 50s. Have you seen this yet? I think he talks about this all the time, right? But here he is on this podcast, bringing it up on the Danny Jones Show.
1954, we mastered gravity control.
Who mastered it?
The covert programs in
Good
the United
question.
States aerospace.
But there was a couple people working on it. There was Lewis Whitten, and
no, I'm talking about.
Did you see it? The finger in the ear.
And
no,
There, it was already in there.
I'm talking about if you take T. Townsend Brown's work.
Okay, T. Townsend Brown. Okay.
And the Beefhill-Brown effect, all that started in the 20s. And if you look at a film that we released a couple years ago called The Lost Century, it kind of unpacks all this. It's a documentary.
Okay.
And people should look at that. You know, it explains all this and this
in the
trajectory of how this evolved.
Mm-hmm.
And so there were experiments with very high voltage systems that called an electrogravitic effect, where things would lift, right?
Okay.
And that was in the 20s. That was 28, 29. It was replicated in Germany in the Kautsky-Frost experiment. We have a physics journal. We show that in the film.
Okay.
It's in here for the briefing.
Okay.
Now, imagine those early experiments with so-called anti-gravity.
Okay.
Not a good term, but Bose used a pop culture term. It's actually electrogravitics and electrogravitic field propulsion, but it's not a physics class.
Okay.
So what happened is that that research combined with a augmentation of that research, a big leap forward by studying the extraterrestrial vehicles that we downed in the mid-40s and 50s.
Right.
So by the time those two streams combined into a mighty river of research, but it was covert. As I was referring to that Wilbur Smith document, it's the most secret. And he said, this is the most secret operation in the United States, exceeding the secrecy of the hydrogen bomb research.
Wow. Pretty interesting. I can't play the whole thing, but I'd like to. But very interesting what Greer is saying there. But, we've mastered gravitics, anti-gravitics, anti-gravity. We mastered it. If you would ask certain astrophysicists, they don't believe in gravity at all. That's a weird one. That's a weird one. Yeah. God, I really want to play some political shit. What's going on right now is more important than what we're seeing. I'm going to show you something alien. It shouldn't exist, but it does in our oceans. And I don't know if you guys have seen this video yet, but this is supposedly an alien-like Plankteleuthis squid, Pantheleuthis squid on an ROV dive. And here it is. It's really cool. It looks mechanical, maniacal, unbelievable. So weird. That's on our planet. What are we doing? What are we doing here? Why does that exist? Seriously. What is it doing? What's the purpose? And what's brewing in the ocean? You understand? I don't. That's why we need to be in the oceans. We need to be down there, studying, harnessing, learning, thriving. Okay, well. Guess that's it. That's it for tonight. Yep. That's it. Hope you guys have a good weekend. I don't know if I'll be back tomorrow. But that's it. Hope you guys have a good weekend. Thanks for hanging out. And we'll see you next time. Take care. And bye-bye.
It's rotating.
What was in the skies of Weaver's News, and why did it download those treasured sites in Christianity?